We were looking for a place where our daughter could be herself, she could meet new friends, try different activities that she doesn't ordinarily have the opportunity to try, in a place where there would be a lot of respect and a lot of support. And we got that sense from Camp Hilltop. We ordered the video, we spent time with it, and we just got a real sense of the philosophy and the culture that would be available here.
4 years ago, we were recommended to this camp by people in our neighborhood back in New York, and we figured we'd give it a try.
And it looked like a nice family kind of environment, not a big corporate commercial facility.
I was told that this was the best one for young campers, and I was actually very nervous about him coming because he's 7 and it's his first time away from home.
I wasn't sure I wanted my kids to go to sleepaway camp initially, but my husband had a very good experience as a kid going to sleepaway camp, and he wanted our girls to have that. So we went and took a look at Hilltop, and after one look at Hilltop, I was sold.
When we got there, we were greeted by Bill Young, the owner, and he spent a very long time with us, about 3 hours if I recall correctly, taking us on a personal tour all over the camp facilities and grounds.
The minute we stepped out of the car, I just knew Hilltop was the right place for my daughters. It just felt like the camp that I went to, which I have such incredible memories about, and I wanted them to have the same experience.
This is my eldest daughter's 8th consecutive summer and my middle child's 2nd consecutive summer. And why Camp Hilltop? Because they keep on wanting to come back summer after summer.
Camp Hilltop is quite a special place. I don't think I've ever seen any camp quite like Hilltop. There are camps out there that are sports camps, and there are camps out there that are performing arts camps. There are camps out there with all kinds of specialties. Camp Hilltop really specializes in making kids happy.
They love it here. They feel a connection to the people, to the camp.
They recognize each child's individual and uniqueness and encourage them in a very safe and nurturing environment.
It's absolutely beautiful. It's easily accessible. Plenty of activities, a huge variety of activities. If they're athletic, there's athletic activities. If they're artistic, there are artistic activities.
My kid loves this camp so much because, one, it helped him to get over his shyness, and two, there's so many activities. He was just, he couldn't do everything. He wants to come back, and he just had a fantastic time.
Our sons have been able to participate in activities such as water skiing, horseback riding, caring for alpacas, activities that never would they have ever had a chance to do in any other setting but a summertime camp setting.
The Youngs encourage all of the kids to challenge themselves, to try new things without being overly competitive or stressed out.
A very relaxed environment. It's not going to cause your kids to try to outdo some other people instead of working cooperatively with other people. So it encourages that kind of teamwork, it encourages that kind of social interaction.
Everybody is very encouraging, and they get to try new things in a very safe way, as well as improve on other skills.
So the kids come home with a new sense of confidence and self-esteem, and they do things that they never, I think, thought they were able to do.
It is a small camp. If you do research, you'll find that some of the camps have 1,000 campers, and I feel that the smaller the camp, the more intimate and it's safer.
The kids really interact well with each other. They form very, very strong friendships, and they're there at camp without all the technological stuff that they're used to communicating with their friends.
I believe that with the lack of all the technology here, with the text messaging, the computers and the televisions, to get that break for a few weeks really makes them communicate, forces them to communicate.
It encourages a real one-to-one rapport with the kids, and I think that they form extremely special bonds and friendships, and I think they form friendships that I think will hopefully last a lifetime.
They have great friends that they keep in touch with even when they're back at school, and they look forward to camp every summer. It's just whenever they think about camp, a smile comes to their face.
The warmth, the camaraderie, the friendship, the examples that are set by the counselors, the fact that the counselors come from all over the world, are experiences that we find our sons would never have had they not come to a camp of this nature. We've seen other camps. I don't find that other camps strive to get people from all over the world the same way that the Youngs do with Camp Hilltop.
I was very impressed that you could get somebody coming from halfway across the world to be a counselor. That really seemed to indicate that it was a special type of camp.
My daughter, you know, probably the most impressive thing that she got out of it was the mix of cultures and ethnicities at the camp. You know, she was really impressed that there's kids from Europe here, from Spain and France and England, and the counselors themselves from all over the world, and she got a lot out of that. She really enjoyed that part.
Another reason that's very important that I picked Camp Hilltop is that it's run by a family, an extended family who knows your child's name and knows your child's personality.
There are rules, but I wouldn't call it strict. It's just structured enough. And what I really liked was their just general attitude that everyone is to be respected and treated well, and that's how they are to treat everyone else there.
If you're a parent and trying to decide what kind of a camp to send your child to, Camp Hilltop has everything that a parent could ever imagine and hope for. Our daughter came home talking about the experiences she had, the opportunity to try just about any activity a child could imagine or want to participate in. Talked about how supportive everybody was, how encouraging everybody was, respectful, the great friendships she made. She was ready to go back as soon as she came home.
The first camp he's ever wanted to come back to, like of all, even day camps. I mean, you know, he's never wanted to go back to any camp in a second summer, so that's a big thing for him to want to come back here.
They keep the kids busy, they keep the kids happy, and I know they're safe there.
Hilltop is a great place for kids to go and be themselves, get comfortable within their own skin, and challenge themselves to do anything they want to do and just be kids and have a fun summer.
If you want your kids to come home beaming at the end of the summer, then you're going to want to send your children to Camp Hilltop.